There's number 4. She's a 5'9 senior. Number 5 is Zara Laster. Laster, a 5'9 senior. And again, wears number 5. Maria Marquez on the floor. She's a 5'10 junior. Wears number 11. And also, it looks like Hale will start. Hale, a 5'8 senior. She wears number 30. Again, she had 30 points, 10 rebounds in their first matchup earlier in this, or I should not say their first matchup, but their first game earlier.
I remember Stiles from last year. We were really impressed with her last year, and she's already started off with the bang in this tournament.
So as we get ready to roll here, ball goes in the air. Lindsey Wilson will control. Lindsey Wilson into the offensive side. Lindsey Wilson wearing the home white with a blue trim. Curry controlling up top. Curry behind the back, comes top of the key, moves it left side to Stiles. Stiles from downtown knocks it down. Stiles gets the first shot up and down for Lindsey Wilson. We did have a chance. We didn't call either of their first round matchups here at the tournament, but we did see both schools in the tournament last year. And I'm trying to remember.
All I remember is Stiles. She took charge of the whole floor.
Big time. Just underway here in the opening quarter. Lindsey Wilson leading 3-0. 3-point shot on the inbound. Won't go there for Hale. Offensive rebound. Second is up and in.
Good, quick putback over the big that time.
So Anna Borges knocks down the offensive rebound on the putback. And here come the Blue Raiders back the other way. Just underway here in the opening quarter. Pass goes out on the left wing as Turner controls. Turner on the wing, dribbling it up toward the top. Goes to Stiles. Stiles farther that way to Huffman. Huffman, top of the key. Pass goes left to Curry. Curry for 3. Comes up short. Defensive rebound by the Eagles. Back the other way. I think Stiles, going back to that tournament a year ago, was, I think, in the top 5 for scoring in the tournament last year.
I believe she was. She just did a lot of things. She's very athletic.
Driving down the baseline. That's a nice take to the rim as Brandy Henton, the senior, showing absolutely no fear driving into heavy traffic down there. Personal foul going to be charged to Stiles, her first.
You can't be timid in this game.
Getting separation. Left-handed, they call a travel. As the walk call on Henton will go back to the Blue Raiders.
You know, all the players want that, but they're taking 2 steps after they do that reverse pivot. You got 1 and they're taking 2. That's an easy call for the official.
Just underway here in game number 4 of the second round. 4 games remaining after this here today. Cross-court pass for the Raiders. Long 3-point shot comes up short. Rebound tipped, controlled by the Eagles. They'll push the pace back the other way. Henton kicks it out. Actually, not Henton there. That was Laster. Laster goes to the baseline. Back out to the wing to Hale. Hale moves it around the arc. Now out to Henton. Henton spins in traffic, fires it up, and gets it.
Very pretty spin move and totally under control.
Henton gets her first basket of this contest. And the Eagles up 4-3 over the Blue Raiders. Raiders back the other way, controlling Tiana Curry. The junior moves to her left side. Outside the arc with it is Huffman. Huffman looking on the inside, comes up to Stiles. Stiles from 24, front of the rim, no. Offensive rebound controlled by Turner, and she'll be fouled. And the personal foul going to go to Laster, I believe.
Well, we aren't going to get much rest in this game. They're getting up and down. They're shooting that thing about every 10 seconds. Love this style of basketball.
So looking to bring things in. The Blue Raiders bring it into Stiles down to the block. Stiles turns, puts it up, no good. To the ground. Here come the Eagles quickly back the other way. Coast to coast into the high post. Jump shot is up, and jump shot is down for Henton. That's her second field goal.
Good break. She had a 3-on run. The problem is she's so quick. She beat everybody down the floor and hit the leaner from the free throw line.
Blue Raiders the other way. Curry will take it all the way to the rack, and Curry gets the easy finger roll. Lindsey Wilson leads the nation in block shots with 166. Jump shot from the foul line. They have left that high post open so far here in this opening quarter. Shot no good. Back the other way, Blue Raiders. And we're going to get a block call up top, and it's going to go on Borges.
Yeah, neither team seems to be wanting to hedge on that screen on the top and getting into the paint real easy.
So the Blue Raiders will bring it in their offensive zone. Lindsey Wilson, 25-7 on the year. Central Methodist, 26-7. And they'll look to inbound. Lindsey Wilson puts it into the backcourts. And here we come, Turner. Cross midcourts. Turner moving to her left, looking down on the block. Throws it down in the corner to Stiles. Stiles pulls up just inside the arc. Shot is short, out of bounds. Eagle ball. 6:53 left to play here in this first quarter. And the Eagles will bring her down the floor. Eagles into the offensive side, controlling. Pass goes out on the right wing to Laster. Laster into the high post. Bounce pass to the baseline. Wide open is Borges. Her second field goal is up and in. And the Eagles go up 8-5.
Both players went on the ball and left the post player all alone. She flared and saw that nobody was around. Nice backdoor.
8-5 our score as the Eagles up over the Blue Raiders. As we look down through here, Stiles averages 24 points a game. She shoots 47% from the floor, 28% from beyond the line. Also in double digits is Turner for the Blue Raiders. On the other side for Central Methodist, leading scorer is Hale. Hale comes in averaging 29 points a game. How about them apples? Hale shoots 45% from the floor and 40% from the three-point line.
Pretty consistent player.
So as they roll on out here after the quick timeout, full court pressure applied. And here comes Lindsey Wilson down the floor into the offensive side. Harris moving to her left, now up around a screen to her right. Boy, heavy brace on her right knee. She gets it back on the right side. Harris outside the arc, lobs it into Stiles. Ball goes to the ground, comes right back to Stiles somehow. And Stiles puts it up and down. She has 5 points. Quickly the other way. Great transition by the Eagles. Shot, nothing there. No whistle. It goes out of bounds. Blue Raider ball in transition. Lassiter got down the floor quickly. And just no whistle there. She tried to draw contact. She will check out of the ball game. In for her is going to be Richardson.
Both teams better have good transition games because this game is going to be, the ball is going to be pushed every time down the floor.
6:11 left to play here in the opening quarter. Full court pressure applied. Eagles have three ladies in the back courts. And here comes Lindsey Wilson into the offensive side. Curry stops on the arc, moves it up top to Stiles. Stiles all the way up as Cheatham has it. Here on the near side to Harris. Back to Stiles. Stiles, nice take to the rim. She'll put it up. Nice touch. Stiles has 7.
Very smooth, great move.
Back the other way for the Eagles around a screen. Top of the key goes left to Richardson. Out on that far left wing is Hale. Hale, little switch dribble, left elbow. She's going to take it down the left side of the paint, puts it up and in. So Hale gets her first points of the contest. Remember, she had 30 points and 10 rebounds in their opening game of this tournament to get them into this second round. Moving right with it is Curry. Curry lobs it inside, swatted out, and here come the Eagles in transition. Tremendous defensive play. Cross court, three-point shot. Hale knocks it down. Hale has 5 points for the Eagles, and they go up 13-9.
Once again, transition, secondary break, wide open three.
Curry to Harris. Harris through the paint, tipped out. Stiles has it, back to Curry. They'll readjust the offense just over midway point here of this opening quarter. Game number 4 from the NAIA tournament here in Billings, Montana. Lindsey Wilson, 3 wide. They enter into the high posts. Now down in the block to Stiles. Stiles off a nice feed, puts it up and in. Stiles has 9.
Got the ball up to her that time. A couple times before they threw it too short.
Pass in the corner goes out of bounds. That will be a turnover to Lindsey Wilson. Again, they tried the quick outlet down the floor. Just overthrown. Turnover will go back to the Blue Raiders.
Stiles doesn't take a back seat to anybody on her ability to get off the floor either.
So looking to bring things in. Lindsey Wilson looking at full court pressure once again. As down the floor they come. Raiders into the offensive side. Turner, top of the key, moves to her right. Reagan Turner had 17 points in their tournament opener. She'll come up, looks like she'll set a screen as Curry wants to go that way, around a screen. Curry lobs it down to the block. Great front that time, and here come the Eagles back the other way on the turnover. Switch dribble, right-handed, gets the whistle, and Henton gets the basket. Henton playing very aggressive defense right now on the front side of Stiles. She gets the steals, the points, and she will shoot 1. So Henton will shoot 1 here for Central Methodists. Henton averages 15 a game. She's 80% from the foul line. And a big-time shot there three-point play. Central Methodist leads the nation in free throw shooting percentage at 80% as a team. Lindsey Wilson up top. Pass to Stiles. Stiles into the high post. Steps through. Floater to the rack is no. She gets her own rebound back up. And no. Another offensive rebound up. Tipped away. And here comes Henton off the steal. Henton got the block. And back the other way comes Hale. 3:40 left to play here in the opening quarter. Hale around the left side. She'll go down the left side of the paint. Kicks it out top. Driving into the key. And travel call. So she drags the back foot, and the turnover back to the Blue Raiders. So the Blue Raiders will get it back here. Full court pressure applied by the Eagles. Down the floor with it is Turner. Turner down the left side of the paint, feeds it across. Great pass, nice finish as it's up and in for Smith. Smith gets her first points of this contest. As back the other way come the Eagles. They're going to run 3 wide, make that 4 wide. A pass to Coach will go out of play. As Henton, not paying attention, looked to her side, threw it right to Coach Wethington. And the turnover will go back to the Blue Raiders. So turnovers, that is the 4th turnover here of the opening quarter for the Eagles. 2 turnovers on the other side for Lindsey Wilson. The official chatting with the coaching staff here for a minute with Coach Davis for Central Methodist. And Lindsey Wilson down the floor with it. Regan Turner controlling the 5'7" freshman down the floor right side to Harris. Harris outside the arc, top of the key, moves it left. Baseline take by Turner. Turner's shot comes up short. Rebound by the Eagles. Eagles in transition quickly the other way. Down the left side of the paint. Bounce pass out to the wing. 3-point shot, no. Offensive rebound, turned back up and in. Nice offensive rebound and a putback for Borges. Borges has 6. They'll bring full court pressure once again. Blue Raiders into the offensive side, double team through the trap. Nice pass through the trap, putting it high off the glass. Shot won't go for Harris, but she will go to the line here for Lindsey Wilson. So Janae Harris will go to the stripe. And let's see what her numbers are on the year. So Janae Harris at the line. Harris, 78% from the free throw line on the year. They trail by 5. Harris, her first is up and no good off the back of the rim. 2:31 left to play here in this opening quarter. As substitutions here on both sides. Again, all the coaching staffs really doing a good job cycling through. I mean, everybody going real deep as far as the bench.
When you push the ball like these two teams are pushing, you have to cycle.
At the foul line, shot is up and in. Harris gets 1 of 2. The Blue Raiders down by 4. Eagles into the offensive side. Down the left side of the paint, pass is tipped, goes to the ground. Stiles comes out with it. Stiles, she'll float to the rim, puts too much on it. Offensive rebound. Second is blocked, whistle, and a foul. As following that one to the rim was Janae Harris, and Harris will go back to the stripe.
I'll tell you what, pushing the ball, transitioning to offense, both teams really explosive. They got to figure that one out here.
2:16 left to play here in the opening quarter. And Janae Harris back to the line for 2. Harris gets the ball for her first here. It's on its way and wide right, no good. So a 4-point lead here for the Eagles over the Blue Raiders. Getting a breather is going to be Borges, and in is Shannon Mitchell for the Eagles. And Harris gets the ball for her second. Harris' shot is up and in. Harris, 2 of 4 from the free throw line here today. Eagles back the other way. Laster on the wing, dribbles up toward the top of the horn, looking for an entry. Instead goes cross court left. Hinton sets a screen for Hale. Hale trying to find a little moving room. She comes all the way up top. 2 minutes left to play here in the opener. Hale, little switch dribble down the left side of the paint, spins, pump fake once, gets separation, shot is up and in. Hale has 7 points. And Lindsey Wilson down by 5, back the other way. Blue Raiders into the offensive side, Turner. Turner goes left side to Harris. Harris comes all the way up top to Stiles. Stiles back to Curry. Running two ladies down on the block. They tried the lob pass into Turner. Goes to the ground. Turnover Eagles. Quickly in transition again. Henton coast to coast, and Stiles knocked it out of play.
Good hustle by Stiles. Otherwise, you're going to give a free layup, and both teams have to recognize they got to get back. It's tougher on a turnover than it is a shot, but you still got to get people back to the hoop.
Three-pointer on the inbound. No good. Stiles with the rebound. Now taken away. Pass goes on the right. Hale for three. It's up and no good. Defensive rebound by the Blue Raiders. And here they come back the other way. Curry into the offensive zone. Curry, one-on-one out there with Laster. Curry down the floor to Turner. Turner to Curry. Curry, bounce pass into Stiles. Stiles under the key, puts it up and in, and she will go to the line and shoot one.
Great seal by Stiles on that play, and then an outstanding bounce pass. Made it easy for her to put it in hoop.
Kayla Stiles with 11 points here in this opening quarter. Lindsey Wilson down by 3. Stiles at the line. She's attempted 285 free throws this year.
Well, I can see why with their athletic ability to get to the hoop.
Laster drops it off and puts it in. So Laster gets her first field goal. 5-point lead for the Eagles. 35 seconds left to play here in this opening quarter. Quickly, coast to coast, going to the ground hard is Regan Turner, the freshman. And Turner will be fouled by Hinton, her first. And Turner at the line here for the Blue Raiders.
There's no nonsense when both teams take it to the hole. You have great opportunity to draw a charge. Nobody even come close yet. There's a little hip check there.
Free throw attempt up and in. Boy, both coaches really working the officials here to get this thing started as well. We did see our first technical, not the game before this, but two before this, if you will.
I believe that's our only technical in this tournament.
Yeah, I think so. A 3-point lead for the Eagles. And the way this thing's going, you might as well give the shot clock operator the game off as well. I'm not sure we need that thing anymore. Hale will dribble into the offensive zone. Hale moving to her right. Hale, a 5'8" senior, 7 points so far here in this opening quarter. Coming out defensively is Turner. Shot clock down to 10. Game clock also at 10 now. Hale around to high screen, moves left, lost the dribble for a minute. Down to 3, Hale. Floater to the basket is up, front of the rim, no. Goes to the ground, rebound by Lindsey Wilson, no time for a shot. So with 10 minutes in the books, the Eagles up over the Blue Raiders, 22-19. We'll take a break. We'll come back. Second quarter underway right after this.
Life is outside. Life is exploring. Life is adventure. Summer days are long and hot. Refresh yourself with a vacation of epic proportions. Visit Billings for live music, Montana's only walkable brewery district, Montana Fair, and more. Log on to visitbillings.com/TV for our full events listing. Life is more in Billings, Montana's Trailhead.
Planning a stay in Billings? You'll love the newly renovated Billings Hotel and Convention Center. The best place in Billings for your next meeting or conference. Relax from traveling in spacious, comfortable rooms with 55-inch TVs, or unwind in the hot tub while the kids enjoy the indoor water slides. Watch your favorite teams playing on big screen TVs in the Sports Lounge. The Billings Hotel and Convention Center. Same local owners, same great service.
Hey, welcome back here once again to the Billings Metro. The 2018 NAIA Division I Women's Basketball National Championship here on the NAIA Network. Paul Podisco, John Thatcher, as we get ready for the second quarter. Central Methodist shot 59% in the opening 10 minutes. Lindsey Wilson, 41%. And the leaders, you're looking at Hale with 7, Henton with 7 for the Eagles. On the other side, Kayla Stiles sits with 11. So the Eagles will inbound, and Hale gets into the backcourt. Hale dribbles into the offensive side, moving to her right. Hale bounce pass in the high post. Fakes the handoff. Henton with the shot. Batted out on the edge. Controlling. Laster. Around a screen up top here on the near side. Three-point shot is up and off the back of the rim. No good for Henton. And here come the Raiders back the other way quickly in transition. as Cheatham comes into the zone. Pass up top to Curry. Curry will back off, and they will get it set. Curry moving to her right. Now back to her left, throws it into the high post. As Pauliskaita turns and fires, shot no good. Defensive rebound brought in, and back the other way comes Laster. Laster moves it around the arc, left side to Henton. Henton, ball goes to the ground, and we're going to get a whistle and a foul. And it's going to go against Laster, I believe. So, actually, they're going to call it on Henton. My apologies. Henton will pick up her second personal foul. First team foul on the Eagles here in the second half. And Lindsey Wilson back the other way. Controlling in the backcourt is Turner. Turner calls out the offense as she comes into the offensive zone. Turner moving to her right. Goes that way to Cheatham. Cheatham up top, near side to Curry. Just underway here in the second quarter. 3-point lead for the Eagles. Turnover. Spinning at midcourt with it is Laster. Laster into the offensive zone. Drops it off there for Henton. Henton down the left side of the paint. Spins to her right. Pump fake once. Goes up. Shot no good. Stiles pulls down a monster rebound. Stiles comes back the other way with it. Stiles, top of the key. She'll hand it off to Curry. Curry pulls up from 8. Shot no good. Defensive rebound. Eagles, a whistle and a foul.
Yeah, it doesn't matter with Central Methodist who gets the rebound. They're going with it right now, and everybody's filling lanes.
Personal foul is going to be charged. It looks as though that one, I think they put it up. There we go. They did put it up. So it's going to be Turner. So Reagan Turner, the freshman, picks up her first personal foul. Eagles back the other way. 8:25 left to play here in the first. Eagles, Hale, top of the key. Hale moving to her left, just outside the arc. Little head fake behind the back. Pulls up from 10. Short. Stiles with a rebound. Stiles back the other way. Feeds it down the floor to Turner. Turner hands it off. Now back up to Stiles. Huffman back into the ball game for Lindsey Wilson. She'll drop down to the bottom left corner. Curry has a lane. Nice reverse. Puts it off the glass and in. Curry has 4 points. Quickly the other way. All alone under the basket. Great feed and a nice finish inside by Mitchell. Shannon Mitchell gets her first field goal of the ball game. Eagles up by 3. Central Methodist shooting 48%. Lindsey Wilson 37% so far here in the first half. 4 turnovers for the Blue Raiders, 6 for the Eagles. Stiles from downtown drains it. Stiles has 14 points here in the first half. Eagles, right wing, Laster into the paint. Good ball movement to the wing. Head fake. Mitchell, shot blocked out of bounds by Stiles.
Stiles may be the most athletic player in this tournament. She just can, and she can play all over the court as we just witnessed by her knocking down that 3. Can jump, can run, can play defense.
Eagles will bring it in. 7:15 left to play here in the first half. They'll send him in motion and lob it all the way up top to Hale. Hale goes to her left side to Mitchell. Spinning, comes out to the edge. Head fake. Top of the key, wide open. Marquez knocks it down. Maria Marquez knocks down her first points here of the ball game. 3 minutes gone here in this second quarter. A 3-point lead for Central Methodist. Eagles up over the Blue Raiders. Blue Raiders with the ball. Stiles kicks out to the edge, lines up the 3 and knocks down another one. Stiles has 17 points.
That's amazing. 6:40 still on the clock. She's got 17 rung up. That is amazing.
Far left wing with it is Laster. Laster comes back inside, just inside the arc. Jump shot no good. Stiles with a rebound, back the other way. Stiles quickly in transition, goes to the right hand, puts it up through the middle and rolls it in. Stiles has 19 of the Blue Raiders' 28. Hale has a lane. Hale scoops it in. Hale answers. She has 9 points here on the day. Blue Raiders with the basketball as they'll bring it the other way into the offensive side. Turner. Turner through center circle, moving to her right. Passes that way on the wing to Huffman. Around here on the near side to Harris. Harris, Turner, lobs it into Stiles. Too much on it, but a whistle and a foul.
Had her forearm in her mid-back, pushed on her.
So a shove call going to go against the Eagles. I believe it's Mitchell. That is the case. So Mitchell gets her first. Team foul number 2 here in the second quarter. Substitution back into the ball game is Tiana Curry. Getting a breather is going to be Harris for the Blue Raiders. So the Blue Raiders will look to inbound. On the baseline, nice feed inside. No one picked up Turner. She gets the easy basket. She has 3 points. Eagles the other way. Laster on the wing. Laster goes down to the baseline to Borges. Borges puts it up. Nice touch off the glass. Anna Borges has 8 points.
Once again, a defensive mistake. Both players went with one person and left her all alone.
Lindsey Wilson, 25-7 at the end of the regular season. They received an at-large bid. They have been in this tournament 13 times. And on the other side, turnover going at it. Laster will take it to the hole for an easy 2. Laster gets the easy turnover and the easy basket afterwards. 3-point lead, Central Methodists. Central Methodist, the Heart of American Athletic Conference regular season and tournament champions, making their 4th appearance here at the national tournament. Stiles, athletic through the middle, off the front of the rim, no good. Here come the Eagles in transition. Hale. Hale switch dribble with the left hand, puts it up. Nice touch by Hale. Hale has 11, and the Eagles go up by 5. 35-30. We have a full timeout on the floor. The Eagles up over the Blue Raiders here on the NAIA Network. We'll take a break. We're back here to the Billings Metro right after this.
Pepsi's always had great taste. Today, try it with 0 sugar. This is the Pepsi with 0 compromises. This is Pepsi Zero Sugar.
Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. All the way up. I'm all the way up. I'm all the way up. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up.
Welcome back here once again to the 2018 NAIA Division I Women's Basketball National Championship. As we have 4:44 left to play here in the first half, Kayla Stiles for the Blue Raiders already has 19 points, and we're barely at the midway point of the second quarter. On the other side, Hale has 11, Borges with 8 for the Eagles. Full court pressure applied by the Eagles. Lindsey Wilson down the floor. Curry in the backcourt. Curry, little switch dribble, gets into the zone. 5-point lead for the Eagles. They grabbed a little momentum there. We'll see if Lindsey Wilson can put the kibosh on it. Curry on the wing, double team, gets it to Stiles. Stiles turns off the glass. Offensive call going to go against Stiles. Stiles' second personal foul.
Yeah, she really didn't need to bang into her like that. She had position. She had a mismatch. She just wanted to get to the hoop so bad. She bumped her with her shoulder.
Zara Laster took a shot in the nose, trying to recover. She moves it to the right corner. Hale drops deeper in the corner. Comes up toward the top. She'll back up. Hale with the 3, comes up short. Offensive rebound underneath. And Laster clears it out to the edge. Laster comes up top. They move it back out to Hale. 4 minutes left to play here in this first half. Hale threw it off the back of Borges. Comes back to her. Top of the key, they rifle it on the left side to Laster. Laster underneath. As Hale got the pass, turned to the rim, she'll go to the foul line.
There is so much athleticism out here, and if I'm a coach, I'm going to do exactly what they're doing. The only difference is I'm going to work a little bit harder on defense because these teams are exploding up and down the court.
Hale had 50 in a game earlier this year against Grandview out of Iowa.
Hale is a nice player. She can get to the basket whenever she pleases, and I don't know how well she shot the 3 during the season. She struggled a little bit here today, but I'm sure she put those in the hoop too.
Did I mention she got 50 points? She was 17-25 from the floor, 5 of 5 from the 3-point line to put up 50 just a couple of weeks ago. Hale shoots 40% from the 3-point line on the year. 7-point lead for the Eagles. Lindsey Wilson into the offensive side, trap coming. Pass up top, take it away. Here come the Eagles down the other way. Laster with the left hand to the rim. Laster has 6 points. Full court. Lindsey Wilson gets through on the far side. Turner through the paint, kicks it out of the corner. Comes all the way up top to Styles. Styles to Curry. Curry backs up. Curry moving to her right, passes it off there to Turner. Turner, top of the key, as Curry has it. She'll step through. Great move to the basket. She gets it in the foul. Nice take that time by Tiana Curry.
Curry's the unassuming player on this team. She's the point guard. She's the one who makes the engine work. But she also has great athletic ability, and that's a nice scoop shot for 2.
And she'll go to the line and shoot 1 here. So Curry will shoot her first free throw of the day. And Curry, chance at a 3-point play. She's 64% from the foul line on the year. Her free throw attempt is up and good. Curry has 7 points here on the day. Eagles back the other way. Laster, top of the key, passes left. Marquez, down in the corner, Hale. They set a screen for her, Hale. We're gonna get a foul as going through the screen. Personal foul is gonna be charged to Turner, her second. Substitution as Huffman will come in. 2:55 left to play here in the first half. A 6-point lead for the Eagles. Eagles will inbound in their offensive zone. It comes to Hale on the left wing. Hale, top of the key, Laster. Laster, bounce pass in the high post, taken away by Styles. Styles reaches in, takes it away.
Good quick hands by Styles that time.
Curry, great acceleration into the paint, knocks it down. Tiana Curry has 9 points here for the Blue Raiders. Outlet all the way down the floor to Borges, and Borges puts it down. She has 10. 2:31 left to play here in the first half. I think we've already seen more 70-foot passes in this game than we have throughout the entirety of the tournament.
Well, oh, we have, and that's called transition defense. And I'll tell you what, with the athleticism and speed that Central Methodist has, they get down the floor in a hurry, and if you got one flaw, they're gonna find it, and they do.
2:31 left to play here in the first half. Some of the team numbers right now: Central Methodist shooting 53% from the floor. Lindsey Wilson right with them at 52%. Otherwise, rebounding leans heavily towards Central Methodist. 17 rebounds already here in the first half to 12 for Lindsey Wilson. Turnover margin, both with 7 so far here in the first half. Lindsey Wilson, 18 points in the paint. Central Methodist, 26 points in the paint. They'll lob it out to Curry. Curry sprints through the full court pressure, kicks it out too far behind Styles. Turnover to the Eagles. I'll tell you, Curry is fast.
Curry is quick, but if you're going to push the ball and you can't be out of control. You've got to come to a jump stop in that key and shoot it, or find the perimeter shooter.
Eagles double screen up top, left wing. Borges now sets a screen for Hale. Hale gets it, drops it down in the corner. Down there with it is Laster. Laster with the left hand comes back to her right. Laster, a 5'9" senior, rolls it down to Borges. Borges turns and fires, comes up short. That's her first miss today. Lindsey Wilson back the other way. Harris across midcourt. Under 2 minutes left to play here in the first half. Controlling is Harris. She has 2 points here for the Blue Raiders. Pass out on the edge to Curry. Curry comes out to Styles. Ball through her fingertips. She's able to track it down. Styles wants to go left, goes to her right, steps out. 3-point shot is up and in for Styles.
She shakes her head and says, I should get 4 for that off the glass.
Styles with 22 points here in this ball game. And back the other way. Turnover. Here comes Lindsey Wilson quickly to the edge. 3-point shot. Huffman, no. Defensive rebound, Laster. Laster into the offensive side. Hale in the high post. Bounce pass. Nice feed across, and shot won't go for Borges. Doesn't hit glass. Doesn't hit iron. And here comes Lindsey Wilson back the other way. Styles will control. Styles moving to her right. Under a minute left to play here in this second quarter. They go down in the corner. 3-point shot. Huffman no good. Rebounded, and here we come the other way. Marquez clears it down to Hale. Hale Wants the baseline. Separation. Puts it off the glass and in. Hale has 13 points for the Eagles.
Hale is almost impossible to stop off the dribble. She is just tremendous.
Lindsey Wilson. Into the offensive zone they come. Into the high post. Pass goes left side to Stiles. Stiles will turn and fire. Her shot no good. Tipped. It goes out of bounds. Turnover to the Eagles. Paula Skida with the shot that time. Unable to get it to go down. And the Eagles back into the offensive zone. Shot clock is off. 17 seconds left to play in this first half. A 5-point lead for Central Methodist. Hale on the wing. Borges sets a screen up top, as does Richardson. Hale moves to her left, to Richardson, to Borges. 3-point shot, front of the rim, no. Defensive rebound by Harris, and that'll do it. We have one half in the books. Central Methodist up over Lindsey Wilson by 5. 43-38 our score. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back. We'll give you the numbers right after this.
An alert from Wells Fargo, $107 at Doggy Lover's warehouse. No, I would never.
Doggy Lovers, please.
You know me. I don't even know where that is. Look, I'm replying deny.
See?
Oh, come on. Hello?
Wells Fargo, I did not make that purchase.
I didn't do it.
I'm so glad you caught that.
Shields Billings is proud to be a sponsor of the 2018 NAIA Division I Women's National Basketball Championships coming to Billings March 14th. Join Shields in supporting some of the nation's greatest athletes as they compete for the championship right here in Big Sky Country.
Pepsi's always had great taste. Today, try it with zero sugar. This is the Pepsi with zero compromises. This is Pepsi Zero Sugar.
Our physicians and athletic trainers have been building better athletes for over 20 years. We are the official sports medicine provider to the Billings Mustangs, MSUB Yellow Jackets, and Rocky Mountain College Battle and Bears. AMP ensures that athletes of all ages and skill levels receive the training and medical care for top performance and to stay healthy. AMP, Athletic Medicine and Performance, powered by St. Vincent Healthcare, Ortho Montana, and Yellowstone Surgery Center.
The NAIA Showcase is a new initiative that the NAIA National Office started, and it provides an opportunity to connect high school student athletes and junior college student athletes with NAIA coaches.
Kids that come to these events, they know that it's smaller colleges. They're looking for that opportunity.
The NAIA Showcase creates many unique opportunities that you can't find at other showcase events. It all wraps up at the end of the day with an opportunity for a meet and greet where coaches can talk about their programs as well as interact and talk with parents and student athletes.
Welcome back here once again to the Billings Metro. The 2018 NAIA Division I Women's Basketball National Championship here from Rimrock Auto Arena. Paul Pedisco, John Thatcher, JT. 20 minutes in the books, brother. Give us your take, my man.
This is an exciting brand of basketball. I love the way they push the ball, but both teams have to come to grips with themselves at halftime. There's got to be some defense played, tough defense played at some time in this game, and the real big Achilles heel of both teams is transition. Both teams run the floor so well, and they want to get it up and down. So offensively, there's nothing you can change. I mean, that's just their style of play. But defensively, you can pick it up a notch defensively and force yourself into a little lead here.
It's interesting with the brand of basketball we've seen this morning with the great defensive pressure and, I mean, just the hard-nosed, gritty feel. This feels like an all-star game. I mean, we're seeing just insanely fast action back and forth, tremendous athletes. I mean, the idea that, you know, I'm sitting here, we were talking about the fact that Hale for the Eagles had a game that was at 50 earlier this year. I had to go to the other side and look up Kayla Stiles. Stiles scored 43 against Campbellsville out of Kentucky. She put up, what else did I see here? I think there was a 45-point game at one point this year as well. There we go, 45 points against Georgetown of Kentucky. The idea that multiple 40-point games is insane, and just watching both these teams love to get the ball up and down the floor in transition. They have tremendous athletes and just flat-out amazing shooters.
And there's no other way to coach this style of athlete other than let's run and gun and put it up. But at some point, you have got to settle down and say, we've got to do a better job defensively. And I'm sure they're going to go in and talk about that. Styles in the league by herself. She's got size 6'3", she's got quickness, she can shoot the three, she can take the inside. In fact, she had a couple lob passes and they underthrew her. They got to give it to her.
Golden, thank you. As we take a look otherwise, I'll get a sec, thanks. As we look at, let's look at the individual numbers, brother. Let's start things off. We'll look at the Blue Raiders out of Lindsey Wilson, Kayla Stiles. 22 points for Stiles. She has 4 3-pointers, 22 points in 20 minutes of play for Kayla Stiles here. Remember, she had 26 points and 21 rebounds in their opening game. Tiana Curry with 9 points. Regan Turner has 3 points. Jana Harris is 2 of 4 from the free throw line. And Dakota Smith has 1 basket for the Blue Raiders for 2 points. 19 points on the board. Or excuse me, rather, what are we looking at here? 38 points on the board. I was looking at my first quarter numbers. 38 points total for the Blue Raiders after 20 minutes. On the other side for the Eagles, Hale, 13 points for Hale. She really caught fire at the end of the first quarter, into the second quarter, kind of quiet beginning of the game. 1 3-pointer for Hale. 13 total points. Anna Borges right now in double digits with 10. You have Brandy Hinton with 7. Laster with 6. Hinton has had a fantastic first half. I thought she's played really well on the defensive end and getting points on the fast break the other way down the floor. Maria Marquez knocked down a 3, and Shannon Mitchell has 1 basket for 2 points.
Yeah, and I think Zara Laster has played very well for Central Methodist. She has 9 boards at the end of the first half, so she's doing her share of the load down here. But you know what's got to happen is so much penetration and getting to the basket has got to be eliminated. Nobody's drawing a charge out here, and if ever in your basketball lifetime there's a chance to draw a charge or two, it's the style of play that's going on right now. Now I take a look at the players from Central Methodist. When they attack the basket, they are really under control. So it's hard. It'll be difficult to draw a charge on them. Lindsey Wilson, they get to the hoop right now, and that's great opportunity knocking for Southern Methodist to draw some charges.
Well, we're at the half right now, and the Eagles up over the Blue Raiders by 5, 43-38 here on the NAIA Network. We'll take a break. We'll hear from our sponsors. We'll come back, get you ready for the second half right after this.
Pepsi's always had great taste. Today, try it with 0 sugar. This is the Pepsi with 0 compromises. This is Pepsi Zero Sugar.
Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. All the way up. I'm all the way up. I'm all the way up. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up.
Let me guess, you left your wallet in your other pants.
Yes, and I need to get some cash right away. I can't be late to the game.
Do you have the Wells Fargo mobile app on your phone?
Yes.
You can use it to get a one-time access code to get cash at our ATMs.
Oh, that's better. Thank you so much. You know the team needs me.
Of course they do.
No, seriously, they can't win without me.
Cooper tires on the ground, go round and round, round and round, round and round. Tires on the car are warranty. And what you need, the tires on the car help keep you safe. They grip the road when you hit the brakes.
Your tires matter, so count on Cooper, an American company since 1914.
Tires on the ground, go round and round.
Our physicians and athletic trainers have been building better athletes for over 20 years. We are the official sports medicine provider to the Billings Mustangs, MSUB Yellow Jackets, and Rocky Mountain College Battle Bears. AMP ensures that athletes of all ages and skill levels receive the training and medical care for top performance and to stay healthy. AMP, Athletic Medicine and Performance, powered by St. Vincent Healthcare, Ortho Montana, and Yellowstone Surgery Center.
Shields Billings is proud to be a sponsor of the 2018 NAIA Division I Women's National Basketball Championships coming to Billings March 14th. Join Shields in supporting some of the nation's greatest athletes as they compete for the championship right here in Big Sky Country.
Pepsi's always had great taste. Today, try it with zero sugar. This is the Pepsi with zero compromises. This is Pepsi Zero Sugar.
Hey, welcome back here once again to the NAIA National Tournament as we are here in Billings, the 2018 NAIA Division I Women's Basketball National Championship. Paul Panisco, John Thatcher. JT, as we get ready to roll here in the second half, as you do go in and look at this thing defensively and trying to game plan, talk about what you talk to each of these squads about.
I'm talking about my squad, which is both of them. Transition-wise, they got to get down to that key area, 5 of them, and stop easy penetration. There have been way too many easy baskets, and there's a reason why. This athleticism is as good as it gets, so whoever the winner of this comes out and plays Freed Hardman tomorrow, that is going to be an explosive basketball game also. But at some point, you're going to get with somebody that's a slow-down style, and you're going to have to D up and not think you're going to get the ball out and run. Now, I really like Central Methodist, all their athleticism. It isn't like they put one person out here on the floor, and she's really good. It's just a great matchup. It's hard to explain how good these athletes are.
So as we get ready for the second half, again, thanks for joining us here on the NAIA Network. As a 5-point lead here for the Eagles, Lindsey Wilson will have the ball to get us started here in this second half. This is game number 4 of day 2. And we are officially rolling as Turner will bring it in. Ball knocked out of bounds. Hale got a hand on it. Hale try to reach in and swat that one out. So we'll try it one more time. Lindsey Wilson.
Off with defense.
There you go. Pass to the corner. Nice job to Curry. Puts on the brakes. Up top, travel call. Tiana Curry put on the brakes. Tried to kick it back. She's called with the travel. Turnover will go to the Eagles. Eagles down the floor, left side. Marquez. Marquez feeds it underneath. Henton, nice pass across, offensive. Padding her stats is Anna Borges a little bit.
A little offensive board in case she doesn't have one today.
Borges with a dozen. And Lindsey Wilson back the other way. Turner down to the far side, all the way across the baseline, kicks it in the corner, wide open. Huffman knocks down the 3. Heidi Huffman, that's her first real good look here today, and she knocks it down.
Yeah, I don't think you leave her. They were Central Methodist was trying to trap that time and took half the court away, and Lindsey Wilson found it.
Shot no good. Back the other way comes Stiles in transition. Stiles on the left wing. Floater to the rim is up and no good. Defensive rebound, Hinton. Outlet. Marquez will fire the 3, and it rims out. Tipped, goes to the ground. And it's behind the official. I can't see what happened, sorry.
Everything was in front of both of us that time. There was a push on the offensive board, though.
8:57 left to play here in this third quarter. A whistle and a foul on Lindsey Wilson. Paula Skida will pick it up. Eagles will inbound on their offensive zone. In traffic, spinning to her right. Shot is up and in. That's a strong take by Henton. Henton has 9 points.
Pick up a little bit here out front, see what they're going to try and do.
Turner comes into the offensive side. Down the left side of the paint. She'll take it all the way to the rim and rolls it in. Nice take by Turner. Turner has 5 points on the day. Anytime she's gone into the key otherwise, it's been to kick to the wing, and that time they gave her an opening, so she took it right to the rim. Eagles into the offensive side. Third quarter action. Pass comes up top. Henton to her right. Spins. Puts it up to the rim. Shot no good. Rebound fought for. And it looks as though we're going to get a jump ball call, and the Eagles will have possession. As Paula Skida was tied up with Borges, possession arrow favors the Eagles. 8:12 left to play here in the third. Eagles bring it down underneath. Shot high off the glass is up and in for Henton. She has 11.
The size did not intimidate Hinton one bit.
Turner, top of the key. Stiles, or excuse me, rather to Curry. Curry hands it off. Jump shot in traffic by Turner. Turner picking up the offensive juice here a little bit. She has 7. The other way, and Burgess puts it in. Burgess has 14 points here for the Eagles.
She just outrunning everybody. She got down and got a perfect pass over the top for an easy layup.
Man, that is something they have worked all season long. Lindsey Wilson into the offensive side. Curry drifts all the way down toward the baseline, feeds it into Styles. Styles follow away jump shot wide right. Burgess with the rebound. Burgess outlet as she goes to Hale. Hale through the paint. She'll go left-handed. She got past two defenders. Hale has 15 points for the Eagles. Quickly the other way, Turner. Turner through the lane. Ball's knocked out of her hands. Hinton is going to get her third personal foul.
Great push by Turner the last couple times down the floor.
7:09 left to play here in the third. And Hinton does pick up her third personal foul. At the line is Turner. Turner's first is up and good. So Turner with 8 points on the day. She has 5 points here in the second half already. Substitution in for the Eagles is going to be Edwards. And second is on the way and good for Turner. Turner with 9 points. 7:09 left to play here in the third.
Central Methodist only shot 3 free throws in the first half. Lindsey Wilson shot 8, but they only made 5.
A 6-point lead for the Eagles, 53-47. As the Eagles come into the offensive side. Coach Wethington not liking the idea that some of the Central Methodist players were behind the shooter clapping at the foul line. As Hale takes it to the rim and draws the foul.
Hale's got open page book just to do whatever she wants off the dribble. She's tough to defend. She does this little stutter step and away she goes. She's got a great first step.
Hale, an 88% free throw shooter on top of it.
Hale is the perfect guard.
She will shoot one more as Hale's second is up and good. So Hale goes 2 of 2. Lindsey Wilson looking to bring it in. Full court pressure applied by the Eagles. Turner hands it off to Curry. Curry brings it across midcourt. 6:48 left to play here in the third. Curry switches down to the right wing, into the paint, feeds it down to Styles. Styles gets it, puts it up and in. Styles has 24 points in this ball game. And the Eagles around a screen up top, going left-handed, high off the glass is Laster. She rolls it in.
She's the silent one on this team. She just is a nice mistake-free basketball player.
Styles gets it down to the block. Shot no good. Hale with a rebound for the Eagles. They'll push the pace in transition. Quickly they come. Hinton. She'll pull up from 12. No good. Rebound tracked down on the far side by Laster. Laster back up to Hinton. 6:05 left to play here in the third. 57-49. Eagles with the lead. They have the ball. Looking to set things up here on the near side. Outside the arc with it is Laster. Laster goes to the baseline, spins, kicks it out, and she steps out of bounds. It will go back to Lindsey Wilson. Central Methodist outscoring Lindsey Wilson 14-11 here in the third. Eagles shooting 53%. Lindsey Wilson at 50%. I mean, both are just astronomical right now. When I think we had a game earlier today where neither was over 30, were they?
Yeah, that's what we have, yes.
With the defensive pressure, and it's going to be
Styles step out of bounds over there.
Out in front of her bench, stepped out. Eagles will get it back. 5:42 left to play here in the third. Eagles into the offensive side, controlling Hale. She moves it here on the near side to Edwards. Edwards comes up top to Hale. Hale rolls it down in the block. Hinton spinning, feeds it to the baseline. Comes all the way back up top to Hale. She'll fire the three, and she gets it. Hale has 20 points on the day here for the Eagles. And an 11-point lead for the Eagles. Going down hard was Turner. Lindsey Wilson able to maintain position. And it looks as though the officials going to chat things over. 5:10 left to play here in the third. They're going to go over and chat with the bench here for a moment. An 11-point lead for the Eagles. Lindsey Wilson will have the ball in their offensive zone. Blue Raiders trailing by 11. The official's going to talk to coaches here for a minute. So the officials continue to talk to the coaching staff. 5:10 left to play here in the third. An 11-point lead for the Eagles. Blue Raiders will look to inbound. Bounce pass comes into the hands of Curry. Curry one-on-one, dribbles to her right, around a screen, puts on the brakes, stutter step, travel call.
She drug it. That's a good call by the official.
Heavy defensive pressure, turnover will go to the Eagles. Eagles up by 11, as it does feel like they have done a much better job clamping down defensively here in the second half.
Well, they're picking up full court, making them play a little bit harder, and they're forcing them into some situations that has helped them.
Edwards comes up top to Borges. Borges spins, fakes her right, turns to her left, puts it off the glass and in. Anna Borges has 16 points. Down the other way, Curry. Stops, double team, kicks it out to Stiles. Stiles head fake, steps to her left, three-point shot, no. Defensive rebound by, looks like Edwards comes out with it. Edwards into the offensive zone. Just outside the arc. She'll drive down the lane, kicks it across to Borges, power dribble shot, hits the bottom of the backboard. Good defense outlet to Stiles. Stiles puts it up off the glass. Stiles, 26 points for the Blue Raiders.
Stiles does such a great job of screening off with her body. No way were they going to stop that other than to foul her.
11-point lead here for the Eagles. Around a screen, into the lane. Ball comes out, getting the steal, and now a whistle and a foul as Harris got the steal. And she came out, went to the ground hard. Personal foul. This is a big one. Henton's going to pick up her fourth. So that'll get her out of the game here for a while. 4 minutes left to play here in the third. Henton picks up her fourth foul. So she'll go to the bench for a while.
This game is so physical. Everybody's going to need a hot tub after this game.
Turner brings it in to Curry. Curry picked up by Edwards. Double team trap coming. Rifles it left side. Shields, and actually jump shot is up and in for Turner. Turner has 11 for the Blue Raiders, the bulk of those here in the second half. Driving in, Hale right into the paint. Her shot no good from 7, goes to the ground. Stiles picks it up. Stiles hands it off, and here we come the other way, Harris. Harris across midcourt, back to Stiles. Stiles double team, ball taken away. With the steal is Edwards, now taken away by Stiles. Back-to-back turnover. Stiles down the right side of the paint. Shot blocked underneath. Throwing it up, and it rolls in for Harris. Harris with 4 points here for the Blue Raiders. Hale the other way. Hale left-handed to the rack. It's up and in. Hale has 22 points for the Eagles. Their lead is 9. We have a full timeout on the floor. With it, we'll take one. 3:06 left to play here in the third quarter. With the timeout, we're back right after this.
Let me guess, you left your wallet in your other pants.
Yes, and I need to get some cash right away. I can't be late to the game.
Do you have the Wells Fargo mobile app on your phone?
Yes.
You can use it to get a one-time access code to get cash at our ATMs.
Oh, that's better. Thank you so much. You know the team needs me.
Of course they do.
No, seriously, they can't win without me.
Life is outside. Life is exploring. Life is adventure. Summer days are long and hot. Refresh yourself with a vacation of epic proportions. Visit Billings for live music, Montana's only walkable brewery district, Montana Fair, and more. Log on to visitbillings.com/TV for our full events listing. Life is more in Billings, Montana's Trailhead.
Welcome back here to the Billings Metro, the NAIA National Tournament here on the NAIA Network, 64-55. We have a track meet here between Lindsey Wilson and Central Methodist thus far, as both teams putting some points up. Kayla Stiles has 26 points for the Blue Raiders. For the Central Methodist Eagles, you have Hale with 22, Borges with 16. Full court pressure applied by the Eagles. Trap, set, Curry Gets it across to Turner. Turner into the zone. Turner puts on the brakes across to Curry. Curry drifting to her right. Back to her left. Stiles comes up top. Looking for the ball. Now she'll drop into the high post. Curry drives out to Stiles. Stiles looking for somewhere to go with it. Around a screen. She'll fire from the foul line. It's up and good.
Yeah, she was very patient finding that key area, and nobody picked her up when she went inside.
Stiles has 28 on the day. Spin move. Borges puts it up, knocks it down, and draws the foul. Anna Borges has 18 points, and she will step up and shoot one.
Pretty amazing athletes. Actually, there's some of these people that could play up in Division I. They just are that good with the basketball.
Borges 84% from the foul line. As I mentioned, Central Methodist leads the nation from the free throw line. Borges with a three-point play. Steal on the inbound. Eagles going to get it. Great hustle in the backcourt that time by Richardson. Richardson gets it. Goes down in the bottom corner. Little head fake up top. Edwards into the high post. Hands it off to Borges. She'll stop and pop and knocks it down. Borges now has 21 for the Eagles. Central Methodist up by a dozen.
This tentative little bit of pressure has really affected Lindsay Woolley's performance.
Eagles bring that pressure. And we're going to get a block call. That one's going to go against Edwards. Edwards picks up her first. 2:02 left to play here in the third. A 12-point lead for the Eagles. Blue Raiders into the offensive side. Pass goes out right to Stiles. Stiles cuts through the double team, puts it off the glass and in. Stiles has 30. Back into the offensive zone come the Eagles. Making the move. Edwards kicks it out to the edge. Into the paint through the double team. Shot is up, no good. And an offensive call good to go on the rebound. We're going to get a shove call against the Eagles. And we'll see where this one is going to go.
Now, Lindsey Wilson just got to get the ball in bounds and clear out, let them get the ball down the floor. They're keeping people down there by not clearing out.
Picking up the personal foul with Shannon Mitchell. Back the other way come the Blue Raiders. Drifting to the right side. Comes up top to Curry. Curry going right, goes that way to Turner. Turner outside the arc. Up into the high post. Drops it inside to Stiles. Whistle and a foul. That one's going to go against Borges. Borges will get her second. Oh, I had her for 2. I'm sorry. So Borges picks up 3, and that will now put Stiles at the line.
Hear Coach over there hollering, help, help. You have to help with her, but she is so good at getting to the hoop. It's almost impossible to contain her. Her size and quickness just makes it very tough to defend her.
She's a 77% free throw shooter on the year. She gets her first. She'll get her second. Stiles gets the ball for her second. It's on its way and good. So 32 points for Kayla Stiles. Here come the Eagles back the other way. They'll rifle it down on the block, trying to find somewhere to go. Comes all the way back up top. Caught somehow by Marquez.
That was amazing. I thought we were going to have an over and back on that.
That looked like a Ken Griffey kind of center field thing going on there. Nice catch by Marquez. Hale behind the back, drifts out to the wing. Three-point shot is up and in. Hale knocks down the 3. Hale has 25 points. And the lead is 11 for the Eagles. Blue Raiders the other way, Stiles. Stiles outside the arc. Three-point shot, wide left. Rebound tossed around, and coming out with it somehow is Turner. Turner turns, goes to the rim, and rolls it in. She was the only white jersey in a sea of black, and she gets that rebound with hustle.
And takes it to the hoop over, and she didn't care who was there. Just really a good, solid player.
9-point lead here for the Eagles, and another one, that's a freshman. So Turner, a 5'7" freshman for the Blue Raiders. Again, we continually talk about it, the amount of underclassmen that are performing big roles for teams in this tournament. Shot clock at 3. They feed it down on the block to Borges. First shot, no. Gets her own rebound, kicks it to the wing. Jump shot is up and out. It goes out of bounds, and that will be the officials going to chat it over. 6.2 seconds left to play here in this third quarter, and that will go to Lindsey Wilson. So the Blue Raiders will have the ball here with 6.2 seconds remaining in this third quarter. A 9-point lead here for the Eagles. As we take a look here, Central Methodist still shooting 55%. Lindsey Wilson at 53%. And the Blue Raiders looking at full court pressure. Pass comes in to Curry. Curry in the backcourt. Down the right side, across the timeline. She'll fire with 1 second left and almost got it. So with 10 minutes left in regulation, a 9-point lead for the Eagles over the Blue Raiders. Second round action here from the Billings Metro. We'll take a break. Fourth quarter coming up right after this.
Shields Billings is proud to be a sponsor of the 2018 NAIA Division I Women's National Basketball Championships coming to Billings March 14th. Join Shields in supporting some of the nation's greatest athletes as they compete for the championship right here in Big Sky Country.
Pepsi's always had great taste. Today, try it with zero sugar. This is the Pepsi with zero compromises. This is Pepsi Zero Sugar.
Our physicians and athletic trainers have been building better athletes for over 20 years. We are the official sports medicine provider to the Billings Mustangs, MSUB Yellow Jackets, and Rocky Mountain College Battle Bears. AMP ensures that athletes of all ages and skill levels receive the training and medical care for top performance and to stay healthy. AMP, Athletic Medicine and Performance, powered by St. Vincent Healthcare, Ortho Montana, and Yellowstone Surgery Center.
Welcome back here for the start of the fourth quarter, the 2018 NAIA Division I Women's Basketball National Championship. Lindsey Wilson will have the possession arrow here. They trail by 9, 72-63. Central Methodists shooting 53%, Lindsey Wilson shooting 52%. And we're officially underway. Blue Raiders will bring it in. Bounce pass comes into Curry. Curry moving to her left. Curry into the offensive zone. Defensively, Laster is there. Curry continues to go right. Into the paint. Stops. Kicks it out to Stiles. Stiles has 32 points here today. Stiles spins. Offensive call on Stiles. As drawing the charge on the inside is Borges.
That's great defense by Borges. She didn't go for the spin move or anything. Just held her ground. Nice call by the official.
Stiles picks up her third personal foul. Back the other way come the Eagles. Borges has it outside the arc, steps into the high post, spins to her right, kicks it out. Continuing on that far side, making the move with it is Hale. Hale puts up the floater, no good. Offense or defensive rebound as Politskaya come out with it. Lindsey Wilson back the other way. Curry. Curry across midcourt. Down the right side of the paint through the double team. Shot comes up short. And we're going to get a whistle and a foul underneath. And that one's going to go against Borges. I have Borges for 4, excuse me. So some foul trouble here for the Eagles. Henton has 4, Borges has 4. Borges stays on the floor with 4 fouls, just underway here in the fourth quarter. Baseline take, reverse, up and in. Turner has 15.
Somebody want to tell Turner how tall she is? She has no fear of getting inside in there.
1 minute gone here in this fourth quarter. Eagles with the ball, leading by 7. Borges spins to her right. Pass inside is tipped and taken away by the Blue Raiders. Here come the Raiders quickly the other way. Turner, she'll go left-handed, shot blocked, and not getting a hand on that was Marquez. Marquez, the other way to Laster. Laster goes left-handed off the glass and in. Laster has 10. A 9-point lead for the Eagles, and a short timeout on the floor.
Yeah, at some point, Lindsey Wilson is going to have to pick up full court and trap the basketball. And, that's a coach's decision. Still a lot of time to go. But they got to take care of the opportunities when they present themselves.
We are going to get a little foul trouble as this thing continues, as 2 players for the Eagles have 4. You have Brandy Hinton with 4, Anna Borges with 4. On the other side, Kayla Stiles has 3 fouls for the Blue Raiders. And let's see who else here. We have Reagan Turner with 3 fouls. And as I mentioned, Kayla Stiles with 3 fouls for Lindsey Wilson. So there is some foul trouble on the floor. 8:35 left to play here in regulation. Blue Raiders will look to bring it in. Heidi Huffman. Huffman gets the ball looking to inbound. Huffman brings it in to Turner. Turner, the freshman's had a really nice ball game here today. Drifts out to her left side. She'll back up, goes cross courts to Harris. Harris outside the arc. Harris hands it off to Stiles. Stiles moving left. Stiles to Huffman. Huffman to Turner. Turner inside to Stiles. Stiles steps through, right-handed. Tremendous athleticism again. 34 points for Stiles.
Good patience in their offense. They had to come up with the basket on this possession.
7-point lead here for the Eagles around a screen. Laster down the left side of the paint. That's a great spin move as Laster goes up and in. She has a dozen.
Yeah, too easy access to the basket. There's no help from the wing. There's no help from the backside. They've got to pick that up, help each other if you want to get into this and win this basketball game.
Stiles on the right wing, comes up top to Laster. Laster left side. Running on the interior, follow-away jump shot won't fall there for Turner. And here come the Eagles the other way. Hale comes across the timeline. Pass goes out on the right wing as it goes to Marquez. Marquez with the left hand steps into the high post. Spinning inside, turning to the glass. Shot won't go for Borges, but a whistle and a foul. Borges has 21 points here today. And Paula Skida will pick up her second personal foul. Borges shooting 2 on a Borges, 1 of 1 from the free throw line. And actually, they have only attempted 4 free throws here today, amazingly enough. And as a team, they're now 5 of 5 from the free throw line. 7:21 remaining here in this ball game, a 10-point lead for the Eagles. Anna Borges gets ready for her second. It's up and good. Borges has 23 points for the Eagles. And here come the Blue Raiders back the other way. Curry dribbles into the zone, moves to her left. Stiles sets up top, as does Turner. Curry around a high screen, goes right. Pass left, big collision as Turner and Marquez. Marquez picks up the personal.
Great anticipation by Marquez that time. She just got the wrong angle to get to the basketball. Otherwise, she had a breakaway.
7:05 left to play here in this ball game. An 11-point lead here for the Eagles. Around a screen, Curry gets it off. Back out to the wing. They'll hand it off to Curry. Stiles double teamed underneath. Curry looking to try and get it in. Curry fires the 3, no good. Rebound controlled by Borges. Borges to Hale. Hale the other way. Hale top of the key. She'll fire from the foul line and gets it. Hale has 27 points.
They aren't about to slow down and work the clock. They constantly put pressure on you on the offensive side.
Hale is 10 of 17 from the floor. Stiles gets it down to the block. Falling away. Shot no good. Eagles with the rebound. Here we come back the other way. Eagles to the wing. Marquez for 3. Front of the rim, no good. Defensive rebound controlled by the Blue Raiders. In the other side, Stiles. She stopped at the 3 line there for a minute to Curry. Curry will fire the 3, no good. Defensive rebound, Hale for the Eagles. A 13-point lead for Central Methodist. Hale, top of the key, backs out. Looking right to Marquez. Marquez fires and hits it. That's her second 3-pointer of this ball game. And Central Methodist goes up 83-67. Back the other way. Turner lobs it inside to Stiles. Stiles spins to her right, puts it up, whistle and a foul. And in my book, Henton is going to foul out with that one. I have Henton for 5. And we'll see if that is who this is going to go on.
Both of these teams with so many weapons, it's really difficult to defend all over the court.
So Henton will go to the bench with her 5th foul. She'll end with 11 points and 5:35 left to play here in this ball game.
She had a very solid basketball game on both sides of the ball.
Substitution in here for the Blue Raiders. Dakota Smith will come in. At the line, shot is up and good for Stiles. She has 35 points on the day. Stiles will get ready for one more here. Stiles, second is no good. Stiles with 35 points here today. She's 14 to 29 from the floor. She has 8 rebounds as well. Now she'll get a steal. Styles takes it away. Styles going to go coast to coast, incredibly fast down the floor, puts it up and in. Styles has 37 points in my book, and the lead is 13 for the Eagles. 5:13 left to play here in the ball game. Hale comes here on the near side. Hale down in the corner, making a move. Shot is up off the glass and in for Anna Borges. She has 25 points.
Too easy. You have to have backside rotation to prevent that.
Tiana Curry, the junior, will bring her down the floor. The Blue Raiders with only one senior on their roster, and that is Styles. The other side we talked about with 8 for the Eagles. 3-point shot no good, goes to the ground. Bodies go to the ground as well, and the Eagles will have possession. Eagles, one of the more senior-laden teams in this tournament. Otherwise, we've seen, honestly, seniors are kind of thin in this tournament, amazingly
They
enough.
really are, and I'm amazed at the number of freshmen that are playing in this tournament that are just solid basketball players. Turner's a prime example. She's, in my eyes, the model of consistency. Just plays very well, doesn't make many mistakes.
Hale for the Eagles, down the left side of the paint. Off balance, leans into the defender and knocks it down. Hale has 29 points for the Eagles. Back the other way, Turner. Turner across the timeline, moving to her right. Passes that way as Cheatham comes up top to Huffman. Huffman to Turner. Turner, bounce pass through the middle is booted. Lindsey Wilson will get a fresh shot clock. And they'll get the ball on their offensive side. Or I guess not a fresh shot clock, is it?
On a kick, no.
So 15 seconds on the shot clock. 4:11 left to play here in the ball game. Bounce pass to Turner. Turner fakes the handoff, kicks it out on the wing now to Cheatham. She'll pull in, fire from 12, no good. Rebound to the ground. Turner dives on it, and she is tied up in the block. So again, Turner completely unaware that she's 5'7". She plays incredibly hard.
She does. She was right in the middle of the mix there. There were three black uniforms in there and her, and she managed to get it tied up.
Yeah, she has been down on the block an awful lot here and has done awful well.
She's played a lot of basketball against big players. They don't phase her one bit.
A 17-point lead for the Eagles. Left side with it is Borges. Borges down the right side of the paint, kicks it in the corner. 3-point shot is on the way, no good. Defensive rebound by the Blue Raiders. Pauliskaita with a rebound, cleared it out to Turner. Turner going to be fouled by Borges, and Borges has now fouled out of the ball game. So Borges will foul out with 25 points. She'll go to the bench with 3:40 left to play. So 2 players for the Eagles have fouled out. Borges, once again, will go down with 25 points. And as we look at Borges, she was 11 of 19 from the floor. She had 8 rebounds and 25 points for the Eagles.
That's a pretty good basketball player.
Into the offensive side, Turner. Turner behind the back to her right side, spins, double team. Turner kicks it down to Styles. Styles wants the baseline, spins to her left, kicks it out on the edge. 3-point shot is on the way, no good. Defensive rebound by Hale for the Eagles. 3:15 left to play here in this contest. Into the offensive side, Hale.
For the first time all day, you're going to see the ball slow down the clock run.
They will spread the floor here. 3 minutes left to play in game number 4 here at the 2018 NAIA Division I Women's Basketball National Championship. Hale around a screen. Looking down the left side of the key. She'll pull up from 15, partially tipped. It goes out of bounds. That will be Blue Raider basketball. As trying to get in for that rebound that time was Shannon Mitchell, went off of her out of bounds, so the Blue Raiders will get it. Into the ball game is going to be Beth Owens. And here comes Lindsey Wilson back the other way. Blue Raiders, Turner across the timeline. Turner drifting left, passes right to Styles. I know there's going to be no shock, but Styles has played every second of this ball game. They move it around the arc to Styles on the far left wing. Styles looking for help. Turner, Styles puts it down with the right hand, spins, comes back to her left. 3-point shot is up, no good. Rebound controlled offensively. And Lindsey Wilson will look to set it up. 4 wide, comes out to Styles on the wing. Styles takes it to the rim, whistle and a foul.
Now you absolutely have to have defensive rotation when Styles starts going to the hoop. You've got to prevent her from getting all the way to the rack. Fortunately, the foul pushed her elbow and she couldn't lay it up.
Styles has 37 points. She's 3 of 3 from the foul line. 2:10 left to play here in this ball game. A 17-point lead for the Eagles. This is our final game on the right side of the bracket, if you will, the Liston bracket. The winner of this one will take on Freed Hardeman tomorrow at 4 p.m. That should be a great matchup as we thin this field down to 8. On the other side, our next ball game coming up, a scheduled 4:30 start time, is going to be Westmont against Loyola. And the Eagles spreading the floor. Under 2 minutes left to play. 10 seconds on the shot clock as Hale, top of the key. Hale with the left hand. She'll take it to the rim. Shot is up, no good. Defensive rebound. And back the other way come the Blue Raiders. Turner kicks it to her right to Styles. Styles fire the three. Partially tipped. Lindsey Wilson gets it back in traffic. Jump shot rolls out there for Cheatham. And the Eagles grab the rebound back the other way. 90 seconds left to play.
I'm impressed with the ability to rebound the basketball by Central Methodist. They've been very solid this whole game.
So the Eagles will hold on to it here. They lead 87-71. The Eagles will spread the floor here. Led on the floor by Hale. She has 29 points. Borges has 25. And she goes down hard underneath the basket. 1:04 left to play. Player still down here for the Eagles.
Yeah, she might have hit her head on the floor when she went down. I like what they do. They spread the floor and they get their best ball handler, Central Methodist does, and they just let them go one-on-one against the defender on the top of the key.
You certainly don't want to see, I mean, you never want to see an injury, period.
Ever.
But especially the idea of late in the game. Just awful scenario. Real quickly, the rest of the bracket, as we mentioned, coming up at 4:30 here on the NAIA Network. You're going to see Westmont out of California taking on Loyola out of Louisiana. Loyola won in overtime over Our Lady of the Lake. Westmont beat Cumberland 57-51. Then at 6:15, you have Mid-American Nazarene out of Kansas taking on the University of Providence out of Montana. That has a 6:15 start time. At 8 p.m. tonight, Shawnee State will take on Wayland Baptist. And at 9:45, Carroll College from Montana taking on Vanguard out of California. That could be an outstanding ball game with a 2 and a 3 seed.
Yeah, those two are matched up very well.
Yeah, they really are. At the foul line, as Allison Hines, the senior, is at the stripe. Hines first, bounces in. Hines gets her first point of this ball game. She'll gets the ball for attempt number 2. 1:04 left to play here in this contest. Hines, her second is on the way. Wide right, rebound controlled by the Blue Raiders. 17-point lead for the Eagles. Raiders into the offensive side, controlling Turner. Turner on the right wing, dribbles up top, passes left around the arc, left side. As Cheatham back up top, down to the bottom right corner. They lob it into Styles. Nice job defensively fronting that, and getting the steal is going to be Mitchell. Mitchell gets rid of it to Hale, and here come the Eagles back the other way. 35 seconds left to play here in the ball game. The shot clock down to 18. They'll burn as much of it as they can, as the Eagles will look to move on and take on Freed Hardeman. Shot clock down to 3. Hale will fire from 22, no good. And here come the Blue Raiders back the other way. Styles, 10 seconds, kicks it out on the edge, left side. Owens, bounce pass to the baseline as she goes to Turner. Turner back to Owens around a screen. 2 seconds to the right side, under a second left. They count it, and that will do her for the ball game. As getting the runner is Cheatham right at the horn. And the Eagles get the win, 88-73, our final, as they will move on. So the Eagles out of Central Methodist will take on Freed Hardeman tomorrow at 4 p.m. in the round of 8 here at the 2018 NAIA Division I Women's Basketball National Championship. Rimrock Auto Arena at Metro Park. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll wrap this one up right after this.
Our physicians and athletic trainers have been building better athletes for over 20 years. We are the official sports medicine provider to the Billings Mustangs MSUB Yellow Jackets, and Rocky Mountain College Battle Bears. AMP ensures that athletes of all ages and skill levels receive the training and medical care for top performance and to stay healthy. AMP, Athletic Medicine and Performance, powered by St. Vincent Healthcare, Ortho Montana, and Yellowstone Surgery Center.
Shields Billings is proud to be a sponsor of the 2018 NAIA Division I Women's National Basketball Championships coming to Billings March 14th. Join Shields in supporting some of the nation's greatest athletes as they compete for the championship right here in Big Sky Country.
Pepsi's always had great taste. Today, try it with zero sugar. This is the Pepsi with zero compromises. This is Pepsi Zero Sugar.
Hey, welcome back here once again as we are at Rimrock Auto Arena at Metro Park. Paul Panisco, John Thatcher, JT. The Eagles move on with the win here over a very talented team out of Lindsey Wilson, 88-73, our final.
Well, you're not going to get a game with as much athleticism as you just saw between these two teams. Central Methodist is going to be real difficult. It's going to be a great game tomorrow against Freed Hardman because these are the same style of players. I love the quickness and athletic ability that Central Methodist showed here today. They have people that can score from everywhere, and they delivered today.
88-73, our final. Let's run you through the numbers here as let's look at the individual side for the Blue Raiders playing her final game on this floor. Kayla Stiles. Stiles will finish with 37 points here in the ball game. She put down 4 3-pointers. Kayla Stiles, 37. Regan Turner, the freshman, running the point, 15 points for her. She was 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Tiana Curry gets 9 points. Harris with 4. Huffman with 3. And Devin Cheatham got a basket right at the horn for 2 points here in this ball game. Once again, Kayla Stiles, the only senior on the Blue Raider roster with 37 points here today. On the other side for the Eagles out of Central Methodist, 2 ladies well into the 20s as Hale gets 29 points. She had 3 3-pointers. She was 2 of 2 from the foul line. You have Borges with 25. Borges was 3 of 3 from the foul line. Brandy Henton gets 11. Zara Laster with 12 points. Maria Marquez with 6. You have Allison Hines 1 of 2 from the line. And Shannon Mitchell gets a basket for 2. As the Eagles out of Central Methodist will advance. And once again, they'll take on Freed Hardman at 4 p.m. tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah, Central Methodist moved to pick up full court and push the ball and play man-to-man, change the whole concept of this basketball game. And as a result, the explosion that was happening stopped from one side of the basketball to the other. Lindsey Wilson did not get the pushes that they wanted, and they really controlled tempo with their man-to-man press.
Once again, our final here, the Eagles will advance with an 88-73 win over the Blue Raiders out of Lindsey Wilson here on the NAIA Network. Our next game coming up here at 4:30, Westmont will take on Loyola out of Louisiana. For John Thatcher, I'm Paul Panisco. We'll be back with that game in just a bit. Stay close.